G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome to Man Cave Tuesday. Hope you all had a bloody ripper Australia Day. Me and Nay, we flew the Australian flags all the way from Victoria into New South Wales on Australia Day. So there you go. We are proud Australians. Righto, I've got this big bag. Don't know if I'm going to fit it on the bike. Here we go, have a look at this. Oh, look what turned up. It's a parcel from Snowy's. So as you guys know, I have been rearranging the Jeep and changing some stuff up. This is actually a bag to replace that bag, which has the Coleman Instant Pop-Up tent. I've had it for years. It says no knife, but how else do I get into it? Like that. Brilliant. So this bag, they have a it's a tent, it's specifically for a tent, putting your tent in. It's 100% waterproof, designed to go up on your racks on your four-wheel drive. And will fit a tent, like a two-man tent, all the way up to, I think, like a 10-man tent. And it cost $49.90, yeah, $49.90. I paid $12 delivery, so that's $61.90 to get this. So I'll just quickly bloody get this shit out. Yeah, so this is heavy duty tent dry bag, 100% waterproof, dustproof, perfect for roof racks, fits all Coleman tents, reinforced handles. So it's just bloody, look at the size of that thing. So the tent that I've got is a four-man tent, so it's just one of those ones, roller up. We all know that is 100% waterproof, dustproof. So this is a setup for me and Nay. So I've got a four-man pop-up tent. I'll most probably show when I've done a lot of the Jeep stuff, and I'll give you the whole full rundown of something that me and Nay can be in the Jeep. And I could have the trailer on with the bike and we're going somewhere or not, or just be in the bloody Jeep doing it, but making it a little bit more comfortable for us. So I've got that tent. It works well. I was looking at getting another tent, but after looking at everything, I went, nah, this is still a bloody good tent. So I've just kept that one. We have this double bed blow up. It's actually, I think it's a queen double high blow up mattress. So it's like that thick. And we normally use that for when, you know, one of the kids are here or whatever and they're bloody sleeping over. We just put that up in one of the spare rooms, which we don't have a spare room because Brody's in one and the other one is my office. So they go in my office. Office slash bloody stock room. It's only a small house here. The reason why I'm doing this is because the main problem is, you know, when you get a bloody tent and it all fits in, then you unpack it, and then when you put it back in, it's a pain in the ass. This isn't too bad, but it is still a bit of a struggle. You know, you've got to fit it all in. But then it's the zip bloody, when you're trying to re-zip it back. You know what I'm talking about. It's most probably going to work perfectly this time. But it's also, that means that, you know, I can stick this on top of the Jeep in the rain, hail, snow, fucking, instead of having it in the car, which gives me more room in the car. So there's the inner, then there's the outer bit, poles, and the doobie. So let's see how easy this would be. Yeah, that's huge. Well, that's pretty bloody good. Throw that shit in there. Whack that in there, and now even I could put that thing in there, fold it up. Now I always, like when I do these bags, I always roll it one way, and it's always to, I don't know if you can see the logo on there, because my Wolfman duffel bag that goes on the back of the motorbike, the logo I always have facing out because it's a bit of a yellow highlight for people to see. So I always roll that way because that's the way it goes on the bike, and if it rains, it's not trying to get in under, if you know what I mean. So, hold it over like that. Boom. That can just go straight on top of the bloody, on top of the roof rack. So that's easy. So, yeah, it's a big bloody, got plenty of handles. Obviously I've got the, I can scrunch it down if I want. Although there's not a lot of scrunching down. There's a limit to how much you can scrunch it. Because obviously if you don't have it, you don't want a big baggy thing up on top of the roof rack flapping around. You want to, but I would put a thing over the top anyway. Well, there you go. Cool, but 49 bucks, or to get it here, 60 something bucks. That's pretty good. I'm impressed. Oh, and I should have put that in as well. Well, actually, guys, let's bloody see how this is going to fit up there. Oh, yeah, heaps of room. Heaps of room. Boom. That just fits perfectly. I can still put my jerry cans there. Still got more room for stuff. I actually have a, I don't know if you can see me, hang on. I have a cargo net that'll go over that. I've used that plenty of times when people have had their, like Matt's had the swag and that shit. So I've got that box there. Like I said, I'll have a separate video going through all the changes that I've made. So I've got that 270 Kings awning that is brilliant. $399, crazy. And I've got that box there. So that's got all the recovery gear and all the tooly kind of stuff, apart from the tool kit, which I want handy, is all in there. So, and I've got shitloads of room in the back now, but I'll show you that another time. So cool, the Coleman bloody tent bag, brilliant. Rightio guys, we're, where am I? Bloody Scarsdale area. We actually camped at a campground at Scarsdale. We got there at like, I think it was 12:30 at night. But this whole new setup that I've got works really well. So we're now just doing, we've done some pine plantation section. Now we're coming through just the bush area. We're at a bit of a junction here. What we're going to do is we're going to head down this way. There's a Linton Fireman's bloody memorial. So we're going to head off into that direction. But there's so many tracks around here, really cool tracks. There's these, you know, nice touristy touristy bloody tracks. But there's also all these lead-offs. We went down one, got a little bit hairy for the Jeep on a bike, no worries. But yeah, we got through it, no worries. Anyway, there you go. I forgot to tell you, why we're doing this is for the drop bear. Me and Nay, why we got to camp so late is we're going to do the drop bear down at the Otways. We went down there. And this is why I don't like going south, because you know, from Bendigo, if you go down south, the population gets more. I'll drop in the bloody vehicle. So yeah, we got down there and we were going to Stevensons Falls. So we went and checked out Stevensons Falls. It was a really good fall to go and see. Easy, really easy walk. Very well manicured. I was pretty impressed actually.
I think it's lovely.
But this is the problem. The campground, Stevenson's campground, was jammed. They were on top of each other.
Yeah, I don't know why they
yeah, crazy. So we went there and we went, oh bugger it. So we did the falls and then we left there. So then we started heading down to, what was it, Skeens Creek. So that's in between Lorne and Apollo Bay. We came out there. The caravan park on the beach, so we went down, touched the water, you know, kind of on the beach stuff. But yeah, there was no vacancies there. We went to Big Four and Apollo Bay, no vacancies. So then we turned back, we headed towards Lorne. There was another campground. I said, fucking, it's no use going there because it's going to be packed.
Yeah.
So we went into Lorne and then we went off the Great Ocean Road, then headed north to a campground, which was, what, 30k away?
Yeah, something
from
like
Lorne.
that. Yeah, and it was packed.
and it was packed. It was a national park, Otways National Park, and you had to book, but we went in there all full. So then I went, fuck it, we'll just make our way home and just see what we could find. We got to Colac Lake.
Yep.
Meredith. It was
jam
packed.
Like,
we could have got a spot there, but it was late, and there was I just don't want to be around so many people, not on top of each other.
no.
So then we just kept going again, and then we found this one at Scarsdale, and that was brilliant. We had no idea, we had an idea of where we were, but in the morning when you wake up and you go, oh, it's not as enclosed, and oh, this is really cool. So that's what we're doing, and I think that's what's going to be, that campground's going to be most probably the drop zone.
Yep.
Yeah, which will get you to be able to ride all these tracks. So whether you're little bikes or big bikes, I think this is more big bike, but if you hit those side tracks, there are some stuff for the little bikes as well.
Oh, there's a bit for everything.
This is great. And we've only just done that plantation in there, we're doing this, then we're going to go there, and then there's another one down there.
Yep.
So there's shitloads. You could make a couple of days riding around here. All right, shut up, Mark, we've got to go. Time for an up and go. Back to the bloody man cave. Oh guys, that's pretty interesting. I don't know whether I did that trying to pull it out, but you can see this bit of leftover slime there. Was that where it failed? I couldn't really see anything, and now I can't bloody pump it up, but I couldn't see a puncture anywhere else, so that might have been, so that's that was bloody lucky actually. Crazy. Righto, I got a new tube. That was the idea. I can't see any slime, guys. Hopefully you guys can see that. There's no slime in there, so I don't know what the hell happened to the slime. That's bloody crazy. Clean as a whistle it is in there. Of course I forgot to turn the bloody camera on, but anyway, I've cut it open and look, there is all the slime. So there is still, yeah, so I'm not mad, there was slime in it. Brilliant. So just interestingly enough, guys, so I just wiped that up off the table and it just kind of like instantly nearly bloody dried. But see how it's fibrous? And that's what, if you've got a small hole, not a tear, that will actually clog your hole and you're right to bloody go. Righto guys, next day, tyres are all changed. Max now has a brand, well it's not brand new actually, they're second hand brand new. This one's still got the knobbies on it, and on the back, the little, you know, those little, what do you call those little flappy little bloody TT things, I don't know. Noel from Essendon Motorcycles and Mowers gave them to me. A bloke came in with a bike that had these on new, and he bought the bike and he wanted different tyres on it, so they took these off and gave him the new tyre. Anyway, I ended up with these for free. Bloody brilliant. I will let you know something, hang on. So Noel also gave me this Pirelli M21. I said ages ago I was going to do a test putting those on there to see the difference between the Dunlop DR650 and the MT21. Well, I'm telling you now, I'm going to return that to Essendon Motorcycles and Mowers. Thank Noel very much. But I'm not going to do it. When I look at how flimsy these tyres are to these tyres and what I can do with these tyres and how I ride, I'm not doing it just for the sake of doing it. I'll bloody do a review, and whatever I say, people will bloody contradict what I say or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Tyres are tyres, they're just such a shitty thing to talk about. So I thought, fuck it. Why put myself through all the effort of doing that when I don't want to use these tyres? They're the tyres I want to use. So for those that were looking for that, I'm sorry, but I've got to start looking after myself, basically. Now, I changed the tyres, and then the Speedo, here is Max's Speedo. It hasn't worked for ages, it was dangling down. Anyway, I've ripped it off and I'm doing a bit of mucking around on there. I'll show you that in a minute. Also, with this hydraulic lift, it is a hydraulic, it's a hydraulic air lift plus a pump lift. When I was changing the tyres, like to do the back's fine, but because this rolls into a cradle, it was like, oh, I want to change the front wheel as well. I don't want to take the bike off and then I'm back on the ground again. So using this, I was able to actually change the front, lift it up enough out of that cradle. So I might show you that at some stage. And I did use a safety mechanism with the, you can see these chains bloody hanging up there. I had rope and tied it to the whoop, bloody hell, you're all over the joint, to the handlebar down near the triple clamp, just to be, because it was feeling a bit bloody precarious balancing and trying to pull this wheel out, but it worked really, really well. I was happy with it, so I'm going to set up some cam links that I can just easily do that. So that was pretty good, and I'll show that when I get to it. But now, when I was changing the change tyre thing that I did, so yeah, I made this. What happened was, you can't see me, I'm all black, doesn't really matter. I had that so it was able to bolt into the concrete, but now that I've got that lift, it's over the top of it. I don't want to move the lift, it's just, you know what I mean? So I was thinking, how the hell am I going to do it? This is the old bench from in there that I took out and then put that nice one for the podcast. Just drilled some holes, those bloody, that's solid, and then I just used tent pegs to hold it down so that when I'm talking, it bloody worked a ripper. Hey, how's that? Easy as. But I tell you what, even though I made that thing and it is easier, changing tyres is bloody hard work. Take them down to the motorbike shop and get them done. Especially as we're getting older. Right, so so I've removed that because the other end broke out. I replaced it, it bloody broke again. I don't know whether I'm a dickhead or what the hell's going on. So I thought, friggin' hell, just get rid of the thing. It's useless, totally useless. I have the drive mode dashboard too with the tablet. I put those kilometers in it, and whenever I ride Max, it gets done on there. So it's always calculating correctly. And I need that, not because I'm going to sell it, but because I test things like not oiling your bloody chain and all that kind of shit. So, I'll show you. Right, so I've just banged the screen on just so that you guys can get an idea of what I'm why I'm doing what I'm... Oh, Jesus. Apparently Max got taller. Oop-ah! So, this is basically, and you guys would know if you watch the videos, this is what I see. So, down in here, there's the ignition down there. This is the the blinkers, high beam, and that sits, I don't know, bloody somewhere down there. I'd actually moved it. You can see I've got a bracket on there, but it's just a pain because if you leave your blinker on, you have no idea unless I look over like that. So what I want to do is have this so it sits like that, so I can always see that. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. Basically, if I take that off there, where are you? That's where that all the bloody shit was for the what do you call it, the Speedo. So if that's gonna sit up there like that, I've already got that little bloody thing done. So I had to do a bit of, that was done ages ago. But I reckon off here, off there, I can just run a bit of flat bar up to there and have it sit there. So I went to Bunnings, and funny, this is aluminium flat bar, and they now have, some of the sizes have a black coating on it for an extra $1. I went, well, bugger it. I'll just get it in the black. It'll save me getting some bloody black spray paint and spray painting it. Anyway, that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'll show you the finished product. Cool. Rightio guys, here we go. What do we got? As you can see down there, nice rounded bloody edges. Straight up, hooked onto there. And if I put, now I'll just put the screen back on and I'll show you how it looks. Boom, that is back on. Jump up here. So there you go, look, there it is there, boom. So if I was to turn the key on, so hey presto, I can see that, blinker, hey, can't bloody leave them on now. High beamers, boom. That's a job bloody done. So I will say it is, because normally I would go this way to get to the key, but I just go through here now. Whoop, no, through there. In actual fact, that's quite an easy spot to put it. No, hide menu. So there you go, that's it. That's the running setup at this stage. What the hell's that doing? Oh, we've got the new, that's the new DM. Shit, guys. Allow DM to send, allow. There was the beta version and I kept, oh yes! Notification pop-up, do you want show pop-ups of any indication you can configure? Yes, I do want that on this particular thing. Oh, notification access, drive mode dashboard 2, allow, and then we just go back, and that's it. That's the new bloody screen. Yeah, I didn't want to change over until it was live with everybody. Oh, all these buttons. So that's the map. No maps download. Oh, I'll have to go in. Yes, I want to download it now. And I want to download maps. I'm going to have to pick a region. We are in Oceania. And at this stage, I only need Victoria. Oh, there, New South. Oh, you get New South Wales and Victoria. So download that. Brilliant. Oh, look at that. Doing it nice and quick. All right, I'll shut up now. I got bloody a bit excited. Cool. Oh, I'm really happy. I was seeing the pictures on the website of the new screen. They were showing the screens on the bloody website. I'm going, that's not the same. Why their screen looking like that and my screen is totally different? But what it is, it was this new beta version, and anybody could do the beta version. And then when I figured that out, I went, no, I just want to stick with the normal one because I know it all works. But yeah, there you go. Bloody ripper. Right, get out of here. Okay, we're out on the bikes. Me and Angus. Saturday morning I rode over to his joint. And now we're just making our way from his joint back to my joint for a cuppa. But this is, he's devised a bit of a track that he doesn't normally do, so we're a bit higgledy-piggledy. He's also using the drive mode dashboard too. He's trying to get used to that. And the other thing is that his arm, because he's done his bicep thing, so he's just slowly, we're just not doing anything crazy. Get his arm back to being able to ride without screwing it. Apparently we've lost the track. The shrug of shoulders. Got to get ready because he'll just pull up the brakes and Mark will be up his arse. Some of these tracks are pretty good. They get a bit they get a bit fucking sandy too. Wiggly woggly, because I think there's a race that runs through. Come on, get up there. Holy shit balls, back wheel is skidding. Turn around. Get out of gear. Hey! Got to change that back wheel before too long. Well, no, I just got to fucking change it. That's what I've got to do. Got a newie on. She's a bit fucking bald. But it does make for spinning the wheels out on the corners a little bit easier. Wow, exciting new track. Didn't know about this. This is going to get us around One Tree Hill. One Tree Hill is blocked even for the normal traffic, and it's like a national park. So, so we never thought we could actually get through. And apparently, we've got this shitty old fucking road, but I'll take it because it's cool. And this will get us from one side of One Tree Hill to the other. Brilliant, which means we don't have to go through, you know, some of the suburby sections on the road to get from Angus's to mine. Brilliant. So this has always been here. Yep. Yeah, it was kind of like hidden. I'm not saying how it's hidden or whatever, but yeah, it's all public gazetted roads. Cool. Well, there you go, guys. That is Man Cave Tuesday. Done and bloody dusted. Right, now, crew members, if you're looking to do some rides, there is a ride over at Mount Disappointment coming up. Check that one out. Mick's got a ride on there. He's doing a big way out back. He's asking if anybody wants to come along. A real cruisy ride, but I think it's Birdsville and all that kind of stuff on there. There's one down at Otways. Stephen was putting on, so just, yeah, that's starting to go off that forum where the guys are putting up their bloody doing rides, so you can, you know, get on a ride and, you know what it's like. It's hard to bloody get on the rides. What the fuck am I talking about? You can't, lots of different people are busy at different times, do you know what I mean? So the more people that we have putting on rides, the more chances you get to go on bloody rides with the guys. What else is there? Shit. Oh, right, so this big bag. So twice now, we did Edwards River in New South Wales, had that bag on the top, and then we did the Scarsdale down to Otways, all that kind of stuff. That just worked. This big bag thing worked really, really good. Love it. I reckon it's kept everything dry. Whatever. There you go. Shut the fuck up. Right, I'll most probably leave that. This is how I lose my train of thought and I go all bloody crazy. So the other thing I want to let you guys know is that the podcast. So the podcast, we've got 48 episodes that have been on the Biker Bits channel. We're now we've moved it so that it's has its own channel. So it's a Biker Bits podcast on YouTube. It's all the same on Spotify and any of those. It's just when it's on YouTube, it's now going to be on the Biker Bits podcast. So you can go to that channel now. Of all the old ones are now on the new one. All the old ones are still on the Biker Bits, and this next one that is coming out on Friday is going to explain what we've done. But that'll be on this channel. And it'll be on the next one, but then after that they'll only be dropped on the new channel. It's just about bloody the algorithm and all that kind of bullshit. So, but we'll explain all that bullshit then on Friday night at 8 p.m. Biker Bits podcast. You can either see it here on this channel or on the new channel, Biker Bits podcast. Or of course, if you're you'll bloody Spotify and Google podcasts and blah blah blah. I'm just fucking rambling now. So, there you go. Righto, remember guys, keep on riding, and if you ain't riding, keep on keeping on.